Many things in my life have come and gone, but the only constant has been art. I'm Zack Smithey. I'm 34 years old, and I'm a professional artist. As far back as I can remember, I've been making things. Every time I would get babysat by my grandma, who was a professional painter, she would set up still lifes in the middle of the kitchen table, and then we would have a critique after we were both done of each other's work. And I didn't know that I was getting college-level critiques in elementary school by my grandma. I always had high expectations in art classes after that. I never really stopped making art. I've always made it. I sold my first piece in middle school. I've been selling my work ever since. I also own a restaurant. I'm an entrepreneur and I renovate houses. And this is the second year that I've done the Easter art hunt. Last year, 2015, the first year that I did the hunt, was the Michael Brown shooting in Ferguson. That was a difficult time, not that something happened that had never happened before, but that it was all over the news nationwide, and there was a spotlight on Ferguson and St. Louis. Everybody had to confront what happened. It really divided St. Louis racially. Citizens, police. There was a lot of conflict, and I think people were they were burned out on being angry at each other. I just wanted to do something positive for the community, something that anybody could participate in, no matter what your age, gender, or race. And it was like that.
When is the earliest you'd be available today?
I'm headed to the St. Louis Arch right now, and
okay.
I am passing St. Louis Avenue, so I'll be there in like 10-15 minutes.
Okay. Are you out spreading the art right now?
That'll be my first. Yeah, that'll be my first stop.
Okay. How long will you be down there, do you think?
Probably be there for about 15 minutes before I head on out to my next stop, and next stop after that. I can't hang out too long because if I hang out too long, everybody will be there and they'll find me.
That's true. That's true. Okay. Well, okay. My reporter or my photographer that would meet up with you, he lives out in like the St. Charles area. And so he starts at work at 10 o'clock, so I'm going to bring him downtown, but where are your second and third stops at? Maybe we can meet up with you at one of the other ones.
It's kind of up in the air. I mean, I'm going to hit the graffiti. I'm going to hit the graffiti wall, and I'm going to go to like Soulard and Cherokee Street.
So you'll be close to downtown then?
Yeah, I'll be in the area, so whenever you get down here, just give me a call and we'll take it from there.
Okay, perfect. Alright, I'll call you. He'll probably be down here by like, I would say 10:30 or so. So I'll probably give you a call around then, okay?
Sounds good.
Alright, thanks Zach, appreciate it.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
That was News Channel 5. They're gonna meet up with us. It was hard to hear what she was saying because my navigation was talking at the same time. Oh, I was supposed to take that exit. I didn't know exactly where I was going to hide the work. I spent so much time actually like involved in making the work that it wasn't until the night before the first day of the Easter art hunt that I started writing down some notes of where I was going to go that next day.
You have arrived.
All right, we're here. So when I hide the work, I'll set it down somewhere, take a photo of it, and then I'll take a photo of something in the background. And by looking at these two photos, you should be able to pick up the clues enough to where you can find where that piece of art is. Go to the graffiti wall. As I was posting, my Facebook feed just exploded. People are leaving work, skipping school. They're like closing in on me. I think that I saw that black Escape back at the last destination. Let's go down further. Off-road. Yeah, see that Escape just turned around. They're following us.
In like the middle of the
I thought about it, but I'll just weave in and out of blocks and try to get lost. We came straight here. We should have zigzagged around before we came here. I think I saw that car too. Here comes the black Escape. All these years I've lived in St. Louis, or St. Charles, I've never been to the graffiti wall until right now.
205, this is Brittany.
Hey Brittany, this is Zach.
Hi Zach, how are you?
Pretty good. Sorry, I couldn't hear you at the last time you called me.
Oh no.
And then I was like,
the voicemail?
oh, you did?
For the first time. I did, but it cut me off. I only got to say like 10 words, and then it was like, your message is finished, and then it hung up. I was like, oh, no, I wasn't done. Well, let me ask you this, because I think that we're going to miss each other today, but are you doing this again tomorrow?
Yes.
Okay, cool. What time will you start tomorrow?
I'm going to start at 10 a.m.
Okay, that's perfect for us. And then where, like, do you just target certain areas each day, or, like, how does it work for you?
Well, so today I've been kind of like I started downtown and went kind of just around South City.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm in Tower Grove Park right now. I'm not sure where I'm going to go next, but
Okay.
I've got like around 50 pieces to hand out out of the 100 today. And yeah, I don't know. It's just whatever happens, happens. I have a general plan, and then I just kind of have to go with the flow. Wait, look at this kid. Look where he's going. Yeah, he's like, how the hell do I get that?
I like how you say people.
Yeah, let me do it. You guys do. Smile. No, it's not that.
Oh man.
Everybody's dying. Yeah. All right, cool. I would put it kind of like about this tall. Oh, okay. About stuff yeah.
We'll keep it up.
Yeah, we'll keep it up.
No,
Okay,
really,
thank you.
seriously, don't keep it up.
Congrats on the art. Yes. Thanks. I'm doing it all week. 100 pieces a day for 7 days and 300 on the last day. So this is the first day.
Sweet. All right.
Yeah. Yeah. So you can follow me on Facebook.
Yeah, we'll come next week too. Thanks.
Thank you. Awesome.
Zack Smithey.
Yes.
Yeah, man, that's cool.
Cool. Thanks. Have a good one. Did you find any art? Did you take it? Why? Okay. Oh, for you. Okay. I thought you were like going around pluck. Yeah.
You the one?
Yes.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Ferguson, he is great.
Awesome. I'll be there one day this week.
Awesome. We're following.
Yep.
Nice.
That's actually the whole reason why I did this.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
Thanks. So my next location, I'm gonna do 40 all in one location.
This is awesome.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Congrats. I need to be on the go all the time. I can't stay anywhere too long because people will find me. And then they did. They couldn't believe that they found me. I gave them a piece of art and a hug and had to get out of there before other people found me. That was just a really crazy experience. I wasn't prepared for that. It was much bigger than I anticipated. And I knew that this was my opportunity to do something really good for the community. Not just for the people who are trying to find the work, but the rest of the community as well. I hide art all over the city to support locally owned businesses. Okay. And so I'm gonna hide, well, yeah, I'm gonna hide one in here. All right. But the catch is people have to buy something in order to get the art. Thank you very much. I'm gonna post the story too, and I'm gonna post pictures of some of this stuff. Oh my god.
Oh, cool, yeah. The founder is just an amazing guy. He just, he started by having, getting homes that he was rehabbing so that he could get homeless people. One of the lead bakers used to live in an air conditioner unit on top of one of the buildings downtown.
Oh wow.
And thought that, and he was actually schizophrenic. And so they've helped him get medication. He's on medication now. He is, loving what he's doing. All these people that had no hope now know that they have a hope and they have a skill that they can use for the rest of their lives. So.
Definitely. That's just awesome. I want to see if this place is open over here. Awesome.
Have a good one.
Yeah, you too.
Yay! Thank you.
the name of the shop, is Spoked. I'll post it on Facebook in a few minutes after I post it. People will be in here. Have you ever had gooey butter cake?
No, is it like sourdough bread?
It's a St. Louis like invention. We'll get some at Park Avenue Coffee.
Turn right onto Gayer Avenue, then take the I-44 East ramp on the left.
I-44 East. But
Take the I-44 East ramp on the left.
on the left. I guess they mean this one. But they're supposed to have the best gooey butter cake in St. Louis. But my restaurant, I think, can give them a run for their money on their gooey butter cake.
Yeah. Any of them?
Yeah. Thank you. Cool. And there's the logo right here. And I'll post this in just a minute, and I'll tell them they have to buy something. I'll tell them you guys have the best gooey butter cake in town.
And they'll just mention what store?
Yeah, and so one per person per purchase.
We kind of caught on at the tail end last year, so we didn't find any art last year. So we were ready for it this year.
You guys were the first ones that were like out here. Were you waiting for it, or were you just like?
We were, yes, we had a very strong hunch that he was going to be here next.
I'll be in the middle.
How great this is.
And hold up
Maybe
your art.
Hold them up.
Yeah.
Allison. Got it.
Mind if I hide some art? Cool.
Yeah.
You're packed.
I know,
You got
right?
your
Like
new
this
shipment
would
in.
be the perfect time
Right.
now.
Yeah, it's forever. We just ran for nothing. I know. we gotta get there. Okay, well, it's okay.
I
saw you running. I figured I would let you know before you got depressed. Because I walked in, I was like, they all gone.
The Park Avenue is super cute, though, the little coffee.
Yeah.
We like it. I know, we're like
the
such a
best
supportive
gooey
group.
butter cake. Did
Yeah.
you get any?
No, because there was a line of people.
Oh yeah.
We're like, do you guys have any
go
artwork
back
left?
and
They're
get
like, no,
gooey
we're like,
butter
we gotta
cake.
go.
Yeah, right.
And we just so crazy. Yeah.
Cool.
Well, I guess we'll wait on Facebook.
I know that's
You
what
don't
I'm
have
gonna like.
Facebook.
I'm
No, but wait, we'll follow you
I'm
on Facebook.
following.
Oh.
We don't want to just like follow you.
Yeah.
No, I'm
Well, I'm gonna go get
creepy.
lost for a minute, and then I'm gonna reappear somewhere else.
Okay.
I still have like 50 pieces left today.
Okay. Okay, we'll wait. We're gonna be there.
All right. The signing for everybody who found a piece is at Blueberry Hill on Del Mar. Starts at 3 o'clock, and if it's anything like last year, it'll probably last around 4 hours. Last year we did it at Cicero's, and there was a line snaking through the entire restaurant, out the back door, and around the block. It's pretty awesome.
Down the road I go. Well, I give you my money and you go downtown.
He was my art teacher, and I don't know, he was a big inspiration to me. Art isn't supposed to be perfect, you know, it's not, that's what makes it art. I learned a lot from him, and like he's really inspirational to me because like I can only imagine how much money this cost him, like not even considering the time. Like it's crazy, and this was all just for the community, you know, and it brought so many people together, and it's just, yeah, like the donations to Larry Rice, which is amazing too, because it's helping people that don't have homes, and like, you know, it where people would not make a donation to something like that, like they did because they wanted his art.
Hold on to these. Your time now is going to be at
4:30.
4:30. So if you want to come back at 4:30, okay?
Is he getting done sooner, or is it?
Not so far. There's a huge line up there, so I doubt that he's going to get done.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Yeah.
I see.
So yeah, so it's an art
Easter egg signing?
Easter egg hunt. So yeah, people have been like finding stuff around the loop, like pieces of art. A lot of people have actually been following Joe around, which is really funny. Like they're literally just watching him find stuff, which is
Okay.
very funny.
Very cool.
But everything's been found at this point. So then like once they find it, they get these ticket numbers and they can like meet him and have their art signed. It's pretty cool.
Okay.
She's got that today. You did? Yeah. She's got mine.
Here you go.
Thank you so much. I also want to be an artist.
Awesome. That's great. Go send me pictures when you make art. I want to see it. One thing about doing these enormous projects that consume my life to where I don't have time to hang out with my friends and family, which, you know, I really miss that. I wish I had more time. I'm not saying that you have to leave your friends and your family behind, but if hanging out is what you want to do, then that's what your life becomes. If achieving great things is what you want to do, well, then that's how you have to live your life. We are a culmination of our experiences. Everything that you've experienced or done makes you who you are. That being said, you should try to have the experiences that lead to the kind of person that you want to be. You can say all kinds of things, but when it comes down to it, you're defined by your actions. Throughout this whole process, I was riding on this high that I had never experienced before. Doing this made me realize that I've never felt as good than when I'm doing good for others. It reminds me of one of my favorite quotes from Martin Luther King: "The time is always right to do what is right." And I try to live by that. Did I tell you I'm building a house out of shipping containers? I think I told you. Yeah. So that's supposed to be starting in like a week. So as soon as this is over, I go directly into building a house. And I was hoping to have a break by now. I mean, I was going to be taking a break after the Easter Art Hunt.
Didn't work out.
No. I always plan on taking a break at some point, and then like years go by and I still haven't taken a break. But I think after I build this house, I will just kind of slow down for a minute. I've kind of been going non-stop for the past decade or so. It's time for a change of pace. Last thoughts. This is the second year that I've done the Easter Art Hunt. A lot of people want it to become a tradition, and I feel that, you know, they love it and they look forward to it each year now. But for me, as a creative person, I don't want to be a one-trick pony. I don't want to just be known for that one thing. How am I supposed to evolve as an artist if I continually tie myself down to this one idea? So I think in the coming years, I'll just come up with new projects, new ideas. I find the older that I get, the less I'm into traditions. I used to love traditions and holidays and things like that when I was a little kid. Now I just I get bored out of my mind. It's the same. It just reminds me of the opposite of progress. The only constant in the universe is change. So if you're not changing, you're going to get left behind.